Hey there guys, this is Jacob back for another 5 minutes mysteries review. In case you can't tell by the tone of my voice or by my overall look, it's pretty late. I just got in from seeing Patrick Cuffs live, so apologies ahead of time if I seem a little less energetic than I normally am. But what I'm here to talk about today is really something I've been waiting on for a long time to come out from one of my favorite creators of all time. And this is the Instant Obedience Pro Package by Docc Hilford. I mean, for anyone that actually took the time and spent the hopefully well invested cash if you applied the ideas into Docc's earlier works on compliance, such as his Trace Libre, or some of the other ideas have come out. Some of them was in the Monsters of Mentalism update. There's some in there, I believe. There's been a few mentions of it here and there over time. ADD was a nice kind of presentation of some of the things that Docc does with compliance. But this is the bee's knees on really learning how to start doing these things that a lot of us wish we were doing, but we might not actually be actively pursuing as much. Contact mind reading, suggestion-related effects, hypnosis, just standard mentalism and billet work as well this applies to. This applies across the board. Now, I won't reveal who Wellington is of the Wellington lecture. Docc actually unveils it finally in the Doccinar itself. Or again, I'm not sure if it's a Doccinar or a Docc Talk. He refers to it as a Docc Talk, I think. But in this lecture, which is an hour and a half long, so this is perfect. I mean, I listen to this thing, I turn this thing on in my car, and I turn all these Doccinars in my car, and I let them soak into my head as I'm heading to and fro wherever I'm going. But this is a really great Doccinar that goes through the instant steps of how to get obedience within your audience. And it's going to tell you some things that maybe you're not fully going, it's going to sound a little counterintuitive. For example, there's one part where he talks about, selecting your foil characters and things along that line. And it's really interesting to me because he goes through he's kind of in the example selects people I wouldn't exactly go for, but that he understands because he's been doing this so long and he's actually in, Miami University and all those places finding, professors that are doing this kind of work. He actually, believe he consulted with a major professor or doctor, someone with a doctorate degree, to come up with some more of this work and to really expand it even further. So what you're getting in this basically is a stepped method that can be applied for back of room sales, general presentation, performance. Speakers can apply this, and that's one of the reasons it appeals to me so much. But you're getting this hour and a half long lecture that others paid $299 for, and at the time of this recording, I believe it still has 2 days left on it for $79, which you also get the touch of Naira Hotep as well, and there's also 3 free reports that go with this as well that are very interesting reads all in of themselves. So, what the touch of Naira Hotep, let's talk about that for a moment. What it basically is, it's a really interesting card piece that Docc has been using, as he said in the Doccinar, in his corporate market for after dinner and after dinner, even when he's sitting around the tables talking with executives. He's needed for maybe 10, 15 more, 30 more minutes of kind of engaging everybody, or even doing it just out of free will and goodwill in general. So what you're getting here is basically a scaling, building, 3-phase, basically ass kicker of an effect that lets you practice these compliance steps along the way in bite-sized pieces, so you can just take them in one bit at a time, and after you've done this a few times, it become kind of second nature into how you perform. Have I tested this yet? No, I've literally had it, since it was released. But all in all, if you want to have the next game level up for how to really get people, buy people in, Get them compliant with what you're doing. Be interested. Get their attention. Be interesting. Build the desire and have them take action on it. This is the component you need. So check this out, and if you're getting this at the sale price, you're getting it for a steal. An absolute steal. Get this while you can. Enjoy. Thank you again for watching.